Hey, Luke Clausen here with your tip of the week. It's about jerkbaits. The jerkbait is a bait that used to always be something you only threw when the water was cold, the shad are dying, mostly in the winter and spring. And we've came to realize this bait catches fish year-round. This is a Jackall Rerange 110. The only jerkbait I really throw anymore. It's just an awesome jerkbait all around, but you got to work it different ways for different times of the year to get different actions. This bait right here is super easy to work to get a lot of action, but sometimes you don't want all that action. So we get in a summertime situation where the water's warm, the fish are up chasing bait. A jerkbait's a good bait. It's still going to catch a lot of fish. Any time of year you can catch fish on a jerkbait, but you actually want to work it by throwing it out there, and you're going to twitch the slack in your line. So I'm not actually hitting the bait, I'm hitting the slack in my line. And that allows that bait to glide and dart. And you're going to jerk it more. The faster or the warmer the water is, the faster you want to jerk it. But again, that slack is super important to get that bait to glide if you want a lot of action when it's warm. But when it gets cold, winter, late fall, early spring, when that water is really cold, you know, the one thing with the jerkbait that I do that I don't see a lot of guys do, but it really catches a lot of fish, is just pull a bait. You're not doing anything but just sitting there reeling up your slack and pulling it and letting it sit. A lot of times I'll cast it out and get it down a little ways, but you don't want to actually twitch the bait when the water's cold. You just want that bait to kind of swim and stop. Really lethargic like the fish are because the water's cold. You don't see bait fish darting, juking or jiving when the water's cold like that. They're pretty lethargic, they're dying or they're swimming along slower. So when that water's cold, you get down in the 50s or even below, just a steady sweep and pull and let it sit. That is really the best way to work a jerkbait when it's really cold like that. As it gets warmer though, again, keep that slack in your line. You should never have a taut line after you twitch it. Throw your rod back at it and it allows the bait to dart side to side, get a lot more action out of it when it's warm. Smallmouth fishing, they love it really erratic like that. Largemouth, when it's warm out, bait fish aren't just kind of swimming around real docile. They're darting and swimming, getting chased by stuff. Everything's happening a lot faster. So you want to get that slack in your line, get that bait darting hard side to side in that Rerange 110. Again, more action and the easiest working jerkbait I've ever thrown. Give that a try this winter, this summer, any time of year. The jerkbait definitely catches fish all year.